change your life? Most people will tell you, develop more skills. And it's not wrong, but it's incomplete. Because skills determine what you can do. But identity determines what you actually will do. Identity is the invisible ceiling on every goal that you set for yourself. Every habit you try to build and every result you pursue, if you don't elevate your identity, your outcomes will always snap back to the level of the person you believe yourself to be. The most common mistake high achievers make is assuming their skills will carry them further. But in real life, the people with average skills but a strong identity outperform highly skilled people with a weak identity 100% of the time. Identity beats skill. Identity beats motivation. Identity beats discipline. Identity beats talent. Identity beats goals because identity shapes behavior automatically. The most powerful transformation you will ever experience is not learning something new, it is becoming someone new. That's the most powerful transformation you can ever have. Skills are important. Skills are what you can do. Identity is more important. Who you are becoming. Everyone understands skills. Skills are visible. Skills can be measured. Skills can be taught. Skills can be listed on a CV. But skills don't determine your execution. Identity does. Your identity is your default. It's responsible for your default action and execution. You need to understand that. So as you build your skills, you must build your identity so that your identity is aligned with the automatic things you need to automatically do. Skills are external: writing, selling, leading, managing time, creating content, solving problems. Identity is internal. I'm someone who follows through. That's an identity. I'm disciplined. That's an identity. I'm reliable. That's an identity. I'm confident. That's identity. I'm capable of hard things. That's an identity. I'm the kind of person who doesn't quit. That's an identity. Skills answer what you can do. Identity answers who you are and who you are willing to become. And this is the secret nobody teaches you. Identity always wins. If you have skills but you don't believe you deserve to win, you will hold back. If you have leadership skills but your identity says you are not ready, you will shrink. If you have communication skills but your identity says your voice doesn't matter, you will stay silent. If you have discipline strategies but your identity says I'm inconsistent, you break them. Outcomes don't permanently change until identity does. So you really need to work on building your identity so that your skills and your identity can be aligned, because your default setting is at the level of your identity. Your default execution, performance, and results is at the level of your identity. Why habits fail without an identity upgrade? It is possible to occasionally win. It is possible to occasionally do something better than you have always done it. But you always go back to your default level of identity. So you need to upgrade your identity so that your results can permanently change. People fail not because they can't build habits, but because they try to build habits on top of the same identity that created the old habits. You can't become disciplined while still identifying as someone who struggles. You can't become consistent while believing you are inconsistent. You can't become confident while maintaining the identity of someone who doubts themselves. You can't become wealthy while believing you are not good with money. You can't become successful while identifying with past failures. You cannot permanently outperform your identity. Habits are built with repetition, but identity is built with meaning. Identity is the story behind the habit, and when the story doesn't match the behavior dies. This is why most people can stick to a new routine for a few days or weeks, but cannot maintain it long term because the habit changed, but the identity stayed stuck. Their identity was still, I'm trying. I hope this works. I failed before. Let's see how long I last this time. There is no habit strong enough to overpower a story like that. There's no habit strong enough to overpower a story like that. For habits to stick, your identity must evolve.